Hey guys, I want to do a quick video on this little Rothco canvas pouch that I picked up. Now, as a channel operator, I can't do a review on every piece of gear I own and every piece of gear that I buy. It's just it's too much. And in reality, these are the kind of videos that literally next to nobody watches except the people who really follow this channel. But this is a really interesting piece of gear. It works terrific, and I was really impressed by it for the money. And I wanted to pass that along. I often ignore the Rothco stuff because number one, it's made in China, and number two, it tends to be pretty low quality. But I was looking for a little belt pouch for a backpacking trip, and I really just didn't want to spend $30 on something from Maxpedition, or some of these belt pouches out there just are really super expensive. And knowing that I was going to be going into a really difficult area and be off the trails, I wanted something that would be a little bit tougher as well. I wanted something that was canvas as opposed to nylon, something that would hopefully last a little bit longer, something I could wash easily and repeatedly and not have to worry about. So I picked this thing up, and man, was this thing convenient. I really enjoyed having this on my belt. It stayed on my belt for 99% of the trip. I think I really took it off to take a dump and go swimming and all that, but it really was great. It's got a really nice belt loop on the back, so you can fit this on your backpack hip belt. So if you don't want to carry this on your actual pants belt while you're hiking, you can throw this right on the belt of your backpacks. Like the big backpacks have those big, huge hip waist belts, and if you put some on them, they're always sliding around. That actually fits really well on that and is really stable. Plus, it gives you a good place to carry things like your camera and things that you may want to, protect from the elements, but also have easy access to. And that's one of the great parts, is this thing is really easy access. I've messed with a million belt pouches over the years, but the problem is they often are either zippered or buttons or something, and they're really difficult to get into. This thing here just has these little metal turns, and you can reach in, and pull out your gear. And I use this, and actually I haven't unpacked it. I've got multi-tool, knife, lighter, stuff like that in here. Just basic supplies, a whistle, a flashlight, some spare 22 ammo in here. But yeah, I use it as kind of a little belt pouch for the things that I really needed out in the woods. Anything in this pouch here? I don't know if there's anything in here now. No, that's empty. But it was really cool because number one, it's quiet. And there's no zippers to get stuck. One of the things I always have an issue with is when you have something on your belt like that and it's zippered, it tends to, maybe your shirt gets caught in the zipper, something happens, or even it gets caught on something, the zipper comes open. You don't have to worry about zippers popping open, zippers breaking. It's a very simple system. It's just literally a flap. I found that it kept everything in there very well, and things wiggle around in there a little bit, but that's going in with any pouch. But I like that it's kind of low profile. It holds tight to your body. I wore it kind of in that probably like an 8 o'clock position, just kind of a little bit back on the hip. That way I could kind of keep it out of the way, and it didn't get caught on stuff. The canvas is really good when you're going through really thick briars and bushes and all that. That canvas doesn't catch too bad on things. Overall, it was a great little product for the money. I think I paid maybe $5.99 for it, and for the price, for being on me all that time, yeah, it's a little dinged up and there's some spots where obviously the thorns got it and all that, but for the most part, it held up really, really well. And I didn't have to worry about that. That's one of my big worries with nylon, is you're going through those thick thorns and cutting through, that witch hobble there in the Adirondacks, and just, it can really be a mess. And this was really just a pleasant way to carry those things. Especially too, when I'm backpacking, I don't like to carry the necessities in my backpack, because if something happens to my backpack, say I'm crossing a stream and I fall in and I have to drop my backpack so I don't drown, I want to make sure I have those basic things on me. my map, my compass, a flashlight, a lighter, a knife, those basic things. The same thing goes with your pocket. I hate putting that stuff in my pocket because if you reach into your pocket, things can fall out, you can drop things. It's one of the easiest ways to lose things in the woods is going in and out of your pockets for things that you may need. That little pocket knife just for a second. You may drop your lighter, you may drop your compass, you may lose your flashlight. So I like this. It's very easy, and all you do when you're taking things in and out, you're just literally flopping that open, dropping them in. It's a little more work, of course, to get things in and out, but it was very secure, and I didn't have to worry about things falling out of my pockets. Especially you're climbing over trees, you got big dead trees you're climbing over, and the last thing you want to worry about is stuff falling out of your pocket. It really was a convenient way. I'm really impressed with how convenient it was, how rugged and tough it was for that $5.99. And my guys, $5.99, you can just buy one just to play with it. It made a great little belt pouch, and after using this on a nice long trip, I definitely will be using this over, like the Maxpedition pouches I have and a lot of the belt pouches that I've been using for years. It's really convenient. It's not Molly, but you know what? Those Molly pouches are terrible on your belt. They slide all over the place, and then if the snaps come undone, you can lose them. There's nothing to come undone. This is staying on your belt, plain and simple. Cool, simple, easy, tough, rugged, cheap. Where else can you go wrong, guys?